Hey, YouTube, this is Rexity and Bob.
I'm Rose. I'm Nikki.
And this is...
Do Your Eternity, episode 13. Yeah. Last time, we left off. Hyro, yeah, we're building things. Hyro can't feel anything.
Right.
We have a captive audience Camu, because that's the reason Hyro's dragging him around. I don't know if anybody caught it, but he's like, I'm keeping an eye on him, taking him everywhere.
Yeah.
Because he heard our secret.
Yeah. And also we learned, what's his name secret? He is actually in bloodline with Princess Messar. I can remember his name. And he's just sticking around to protect her, but he won't tell her the secret.
Yeah, which is
of course
stupid. Yeah.
So I can't wait to see when that'll fall apart.
Yeah. Maybe it'll happen in this episode, guys. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. And also check out the description to see the link to our merch store. Let's get right into the show. Discussion! Yeah.
Yes.
So
They know now.
they know now. Something happened.
Yes.
Yeah, and also I think while this was very important, actually, we needed this to happen. This further cements my belief that we're just going to see the city being rebuilt till the knockers come, and that's the end.
Yeah, probably.
So we started off at the beginning where Kohaku
Wants him to rest.
Yes, he's like, chill out. He needs to stop, keep going, and whatever. I guess towards the end we kind of see he might be right.
Yeah, because he's throwing up as he's trying to build the walls.
Yeah, and he's not gonna address that.
No.
I mean, Fush is like, just throwing up in an immortal body is fine.
Doesn't mean anything at all.
No, I'm sure
Yeah,
it's fine.
this is the first time we're seeing like a fatigue that's carrying over.
Yeah,
Because it's not
really different
it's
bodies.
not just swapping the bodies and the rebuilding stuff. It's also a mental fatigue from feeling everyone around him, their joy, their pain, their stuff,
all their
everything,
sensations.
constantly being overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably again leads into why the master is away. If the master feels everyone all the time,
Kind of has to learn some sort of coping mechanism, which is to kind of be detached from it all.
Yeah, which is a consequence. You're not going to be very human, right?
No,
No, not at all.
just kind of matter of fact.
And since we're on the topic of sensations, what was that weird looking...
Oh yeah, there was a purple one.
I think it was Echo.
Maybe that was Echo.
But it wasn't a fluff. It was almost looked like a COVID virus.
It looked like a virus. I think it was like I think it was curiosity or something.
It could have been like intense curiosity.
I was just wondering if maybe it's a knocker and he doesn't know. Well, I guess he would know where the knockers are.
He can sense the knockers.
It could have been like they're just in that whole soup. It was just too much and he didn't pick up that one.
And he did say, "What's that? I don't know what that one is."
Yeah.
He didn't recognize one of them, but that's all. Because he was just so overwhelmed by everything.
Okay. Yeah. So far we've only known pain and love. So interesting.
Anger, hatred.
Yeah, and so we saw a little bit of Echo. Oh, I just want to make note. So him actually doing something to put Kohaku at ease kind of shows to me that their relationship's cooled down a bit. He's not as angry towards Kohaku. He wants him to chill out as well.
Yeah.
So that's just nice to move forward a little bit.
Yeah. But he's like, I'm still not gonna rest.
Yeah.
Oh, nice enough.
I find it interesting how they have like given Kohaku a backseat, like completely backseated.
Like, sit there, stay there.
But the weird thing is, like, I'm not sure how to feel it because it doesn't feel like it was forced. It doesn't feel like, well, we just don't care about this character anymore. It just feels like, no, he literally can't do anything. But they're just showing he's still here, guys. Don't worry, kind of thing.
I feel like it's like he's just waiting to go crazy again. He's like, I'm waiting for my perfect chance.
Time bomb.
Yeah, he feels like a time bomb.
I actually feel him as kind of like a pitiful creature at this point. He's pitiful in that, like, he's got part of him controlled by a knocker, and that's probably the only reason he's important, because he can talk to the knockers. And he can never have his real wish, which is what the Guardians want, which are destroyed by not destroyed, but like broken down, defunct. And the girl he loves does not exist
right now. Yeah.
So it's like he's just a pathetic creature right now, and he's just like, go take care of Echo. You're a babysitter.
Yeah. This is true.
Yeah, I mean, Kohaku's had the wildest changes throughout the show, I think, of any character, aside from Fushi, of course, where he came in as this weird, is he an antagonistic force, and he became friendly, then he went all yandere, and then he went back to trying to get forgiveness, and now he's just sitting in the back, so it's like, I'm wondering how much of it is, I mean, of course, everything is intentional, but I'm also wondering, was this character kind of written into a corner, where there's really nothing left?
Or are they going to come up with something for it?
The only thing I can see that makes it relevant is the time bomb. Like, he goes off again.
I feel like he definitely is, because he still has those tendencies where it's like, you don't need Bon. He's not good for you. I'm the only one you need.
Yeah, he
had that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Fushi just like, bruh.
And he is still also at the place, like, any sort of niceness Fushi shows towards him, he's like, you know? So...
Yeah, so he's not exactly moved on from the whole Perona thing.
No.
Well, is it I keep mixing them up.
It's Perona.
It's Perona.
Okay. Yeah, and so we also saw that Echo, because she's able to feel out of the earth, she could tell there was an impurity in the water. After Fushi pointed out this is disgusting, she's like, this shouldn't be disgusting. Oh, the water's tainted.
And I think she may have, because when she put her ear to the ground, maybe she was hearing the stuff falling, or how could she, what is she hearing, is what I'm trying to, like,
everything.
The ground was sad.
Well, maybe. Maybe she can feel kind of what Fushi is feeling. Where she just is generally, like, has mad awareness of the whole area she's around.
She ran far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She kept going. I was like, this could be bad. But it turns out she saved the day.
And then went back past the regular people to grab the old man.
Yeah. It's like, come here. I'm not going to tell the people who look like they actually care about this situation. I'm going to tell this one guy that was nice to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a good way to go, though, because we saw there are people who don't like her. So she's smart. She's not naive. She's like, she is naive, but she's not so naive that she's like, any person will do. I'm gonna go to the people who have shown kindness. They will probably listen.
Yeah, and you also have to factor in her background, right? She was raised as a circus freak, so not all adults are good adults.
That's true.
Speaking of Echo being smarter than she seems, she lies to Fushi to get him back so he could hear the story of how she fixed everything.
Yeah, that was cute.
That was amazing.
Yeah, I'm surprised to learn that she can lie in the images.
Yes.
Interesting.
I guess it's just her communication. That's her talking. She's passing her thoughts on to him, so I guess she could pass on anything.
Makes sense.
You know what? In other words, saying it out loud, I just realized she's basically communicating like the Knockers do, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I said a few episodes ago. I feel like there's a connection between the Knockers and the
that makes more sense now.
Yeah, but I didn't
connect
as much.
Yeah.
Now it's like, yeah.
Same, actually.
No.
I got it when you said it the first time, but it felt a little more distant, like the conclusion.
Okay.
But now that I'm seeing it's literal images, I didn't get that it was literal images before. I thought she was like talking, but like they weren't showing words. Okay. It was just kind of like, you know.
That was for the audience.
Yeah, okay. But there was actual words being passed on, but no, it was images that he was getting, and that makes sense now.
Right.
Now Fushi's also building all of the walls, the ginormous walls, in 1 week as well.
Yeah.
And hoping no one turns around.
Yeah, what about the inner city walls?
Craziest plan. Like, in my head, I'm personally like, just do the walls last and let the people just go crazy.
Yeah, let them be mad.
It's the walls. What are they gonna do?
Yeah, they're gonna jump on it while you build it.
Tear them down.
Tear them down again. Maybe. Yeah, expose themselves. That's a great idea.
And then he would just fix it right back because it's still connected to him at that point.
Yeah. Which is his point, is make everything connected to him.
Yeah, and speaking of everything connected to him, everybody's finding the film, the membrane.
Yes! I'm like, it took a while.
Yeah, I was like, nobody found that before? Or did they think it was just dust? I mean, Bond could have done a better job of handling that. Like, off the top of my head, it was like, say it's like a film that collects after his construction technique.
I thought it was something else that could have just been they put that there on purpose so that nothing rolls around and falls with all the shaking or something like that. Like, just on purpose. It was attached, but it's edible. Don't worry.
I just realized that, like, because they pulled their own houses down, right? What if they, like, took their precious items out the thing gets built back and
He got more precious items.
Grandma's urn? Is that you?
Oh wow.
That would be hilarious.
Oh goodness. That is. I mean, they should be questioning how they got more apples, but you know.
Yeah, so I think that them pointing out the film grain stuff was just showing that in the background people are kind of starting to talk to each other and wonder what this stuff is.
Yeah.
I just think that should have come up earlier.
It should have.
Maybe even if it was just in passing, like we don't even pay attention. We just see somebody in the background just going like this, and then it was like, oh, that's gonna be a problem later.
But Camus is because.
Super loyal.
You meet a immortal who can shapeshift. This is exactly how you would need his assistance.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I need to impress a girl.
Yeah.
Fight me.
I guess because he's thinking he can't hurt him for real. But he could have done that with anybody.
Pyro literally can't feel pain.
Yeah. And he didn't even poke him that hard. He had to wink at him to tell him to fall down. Yeah. Fushi can feel pain. He was like, oh, you hit me. I'll fall when you hit me.
Camel's also dumb.
Camus was also dumb, yes.
I guess, you know what it was? I know what it is.
What is it?
It had to be an unknown. And somebody who looks strong.
Mm-hmm.
But Hyro is weak and has shown that he's not like, Camus beat him already, I think.
Hyro. Hyro
Yes.
beat Camus already.
Oh, Hyro beat Camus?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's right. Well, it's still... It's like this big tournament thing. I still think they just wanted somebody, like, impressive. Maybe that's what it was.
It could also be he just didn't want to, like, hurt someone's reputation. So like, bring in somebody
hurt some
that
random
knows.
guy.
You know?
Yeah, maybe.
But there's a lot there that he could have done better in general.
Like, I'm bleeding. Wait till it
That
heals.
was so stupid.
Yes.
Seriously, Fushi.
And Cameron knows how to fight. We know because they were training. He doesn't, like, I'm not saying he has to be, like, the best fighter in the room, but he could have done something more convincing.
Yeah.
It's an immortal. Hit him.
Yeah. He's...
Wink, wink.
Get down. Come on. Yeah. It's disappointing. But we also, I think it was the blonde girl that Camus likes.
Yeah, and blonde girl, unfortunately, is blushing talking about Fushi.
Yeah.
Reading 2.0.
Reading 2.0.
Yeah. We also, so past that, we got everybody who was starting to get agitated towards the Fushi group because they're like, we're the ones to defend the city. There's something weird happening in the city and no one knows what it is, and we're the soldiers.
Let's go find
protect
out.
everybody.
Yeah.
So
Which is reasonable.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really, usually with these stuff, usually somehow it feels like you
just
sit down, you're just being annoying.
Yeah. You're
But
just
this time it's like you're the garrison. I have no clue how this man builds 12 whole buildings in a day.
Took a while to start looking.
Yeah. I gotta say. I mean, some of their houses have already been built, no doubt.
Yeah.
You should have questioned this before.
No, of course, it's the blonde Rin 2.0, her house, because Fushi sends her mother.
No, this is true. This is true.
So, but she never cared until this point.
That was funny. He just kicks down your door. You got a paper cut? I got you.
You need ointment. There's ointment for everything. But now they're all loyal, and nobody made a stink. Everybody's all chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And everybody's even like doing a bow
Loyalty
thingy,
pose.
which I think this, when their hand is on their hip, is supposed to be like what their sword would be.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that's cool.
very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everybody's in it together. I can't wait to see how this goes wrong.
Yeah, I know. And the moment you said, what is it? Happy ending unlocked or something like that, I was like, oh no, just to be followed by
Doom. Yeah, honestly, the way this season ends, it's kind of up in the air for me because I really do feel like this is a very different show than the one we started with. Even though we've gotten used to hitting the hurdles and falling over, it feels different. Like, in general, the vibe is different. So I'm wondering if we really are going to get a good ending.
Yeah. It's a lot slower. We have not had the whole catastrophe every couple episodes. That we had
last season was like 3-4 catastrophes in the whole season.
Yeah.
This season 1?
The worst thing that has happened was the Church of Bennett included in episodes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even then, everyone got off scot-free.
Yeah, nobody died. Oh no, somebody did die. Who died? It's just nobody died.
Not anyone.
Only already dead people died.
Only already dead people died.
We did lose Bond's life. He lost everything, except he's still a prince. He still has friends. He got a wife. He got an adopted kid, and he still does everything he used to do with Fushi.
But
His life is over.
His life is over. Yeah.
Totore did die, although
Was that this season?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or was that the top of the season?
Beginning
Right?
of the episode, yeah.
Yeah, that felt like a cleanup though. It was a cleanup job.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't say that to mock the show, even though it's using that voice. But I am enjoying this. It's just the consequences aren't quite there where they used to be.
Yeah. Maybe they're just moving away from it. Maybe it alienated a lot of people being so pained up for so much. I don't know.
Nah, people like hurting. People like hurting.
I will say for a show that hurt you so much in the first season, you still wanted to watch the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, fix it
Fix it now! Help me!
I felt like I was watching Heart. Like, it was a really,
Yes.
really high quality show.
Yeah.
While I do feel like it stepped down a bit, it's still doing very well.
Yeah.
Maybe the reason it feels so different is because this season is not an exploration of like
Fushi.
thinking or emotions the way last season was. It's like last season it was like, okay, how is Fushi gonna process somebody dying? How is he gonna process somebody getting hurt? How is he develop and blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
There's none of that this episode.
This is just a war.
Yeah, and he's also I think he is gonna be learning things, but it's so subtle and slow that it's harder to enjoy. I think that's part of the problem.
Mm-hmm. And also, again, the whole game breaking, bring people back to life thing is just hovering above the show like a cloud. So while I do expect all those people that recruited Master Hiro and the other, while I do expect them to die, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. You know?
Unless Bond
dies first.
Bond dies first and he still doesn't get to tell people.
And he does not inherit his ghost seeing powers.
Deserved.
Oh no.
Deserved.
But yeah, that's all I've got.
Same. So maybe we'll see some ghosts in the next episode, guys. Remember to hit the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe button. Also, check out the Patreon in the description to see these episodes a whole week early, as well as the uncut version of these episodes. And also check out the description to see the link to our merch store. We'll see you guys in the city.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, bye.
Shout out to our patrons: Brian, Deli, Alfredo Jimenez, Nicole Jones, and Michaela Jones.